Hi, and welcome back to the LEGO. I'm Sulk and here to bring you our next build for Crash City, which is going to be the LEGO Creators Assembly Square, rated for 16 plus. This is kit number 10255 with 4,002 pieces and stands at 38 centimeters wide and 35 centimeters tall. So first impressions on the box, it is an older model compared to what I'm used to building, our previous ones, and from the 10th anniversary Modular Buildings collection. So 4,002 pieces, you can see in the top of it, it actually shows all the pieces that are required in here. And it looks like it uses, it's pretty wide because based on the images on it, it looks like the two buildings connect. It looks like either 1.5 or even maybe two actual base plates itself. So on the side, it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigures. 9 if you count the little baby in a stroller. And on the back, pretty busy because it has a lot to show off. Again, it is a modular building, so each one it goes level by level. And looks like it has a bakery, a flower shop, and some other building, which I guess I gotta figure out. I'm not too sure what this one's supposed to be. Probably another coffee shop. But looking inside it, it also looks like it's just a lot of like just real life stuff. So drum set, could just be a person's house on the upper levels. So I'm gonna figure that one out. Yep. Let's get into it. So first impressions or anything, based on the book, only has about 300 pages of instruction on it, so it's actually about 100 pages less than what I'm used to. And I am mistaken, it comes with 1.5 base plates, so let's see how I'm going to work around that with these two that I have here. So yeah, looks like at least, I may as well just look here. I'm going to show the amount of bags I have. So let's do a tally. Oh, technically just 6 bags, but looks like they're all divvied up into 3 or 4 each. So I'll say about 18 different bags of instruction, different bags of pieces. And yeah, let's get started. back. This was a long build. I think over 7.5 hours to finally finish everything. And it actually looks pretty nice, but I'd like to say it looks pretty basic on the outside. So a little spin around. Yeah, not really much detail at all in the back other than this little open concept kitchen here. But yeah. So let's take it floor by floor. So here's a closer look at the assembly square. So we're going to start with the left building. So from the bottom, you can see little tables outside. It is a coffee shop. And you get the second floor and the third floor. The roof has a skylight in it, but sadly, unlike the previous building, it doesn't actually open up. But it has a little grate here, which can flip open, take a peek inside. So going into the third floor, you have a piano, and you have a little mirror there. So it's supposed to be a little ballet studio, so it fits a little the ballerina minifigure. The piano is, again, it's not as fancy as the one that was in the town hall that we built, but it still looks alright. So going into the other floor, it's actual music shop. So a little drum set, saxophone, 2 guitars on the wall there, and a little cashier system. A little lever to ring people up. Onto the main floor, which is the bakery. You can see a little slice of pie there, little seating areas, little sofas there, and actual little espresso machine there. And you have the door that leads out to the back. So you have the main door here, which opens up to go inside, and the main door in the back. But it's funny because in order to actually get to the second and third floor from this building, you had to go through this little side door here, because you can see there's no actual entrance to the actual stairwell. So moving on to the next building, so I just flip this around. That. So the back of the second building, you can see actually has a nice little kitchen in the back. Everything hung up. And yeah. So here is the roof of the 3-story building. It looks, again, there's no real detail on the top of it, unlike the previous builds I did. So that's why I kind of say it's a little bit more on the boring side, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. So taking the roof off. Here you actually see a living room. You can see the toilet there. Well, the living room and washroom, I mean. And you can see the sofa. And you can see a little kitchenette there. It's funny because they actually repurposed all these little mini tiles to look like a little mini train set. That actually runs into the little hole here. And a little, again, it's a nice, cool repurpose of just basic bits. And here's a little toy train. And you can see the door that leads from the living room into the kitchen area. I guess it couldn't fit an actual stairwell inside the building, so it runs the stairwell outside. Then you have the second floor. It has actual dentist area. So you can see they repurposed a lot of different bits to make the actual nice dentist chair. Oh, shoot. Well, if you're it's a lot more fragile than I expected, but if you have a softer touch than I do, you can actually move all these things around and make it look like you're actually working on somebody in the chair. You can see a little portrait there, the sink, and here's a little reception booth with little magazines that you can take out and have the little minifigures hold. And the door that goes into a photo booth area. So this is actually pretty cool as well. They repurpose a lot of bits to make it look like an actual old-timey camera. And they made a little flat screen to have a backdrop so you can take pictures of people. And it's cool that it has a portrait of, I don't know who that's supposed to be, but yeah, it has that hanging on the wall. And then going on to the main floor, you have the big bakery. So you see all the little pastries over there, a nice big cake, some donuts in the window, and an actual stove itself that actually opens up. And the building beside it is a floral shop. You can see a $100 bill sitting on the counter. You can see the actual counter moves up and down as well. So you put little figures behind it. And a whole bunch of flowers. Oh, I'll turn this around actually as well. So you get a better look. Has a parrot that sits on a little roost there. A little better shot of the bakery. And the coolest part I think about this entire building is actual glass display at the front. Each individual of these things are its own piece that you got to piece together and then put it at a 90 and a 90 and fits inside a bunch of actually these little bits looking here. So each one fits perfectly in a hole here and it gets that 90. So it has it on twice. So I find that actually pretty cool because it has like the whole display case aesthetic to it. There's a final flower shop, and again repurposed bits to make the two roses at the top. And to make the plaza square, the nice little centerpiece has a water fountain. It doesn't really move or anything like that, but it kind of has the effect of the water actually pushing up the ball. And yeah, going back to the front of the coffee shop, you can see the actual the logo there. That has to be individually built as well. So again, kudos to LEGO to repurposing everything. You can see a nice little dog sitting on one of the seats up front. Again, the most annoying part of this build I found was the actual tiling in the front, because again, my own mistakes, again, pull my blame on that one. You miss one and everything just shifts out of place. And you gotta just popping them all off is just so stupidly annoying. You can see all the entrance has individual tiles, so every single one of these is its own little piece, and just putting it all together was not the best thing in the world. And so we are using the Mills Play system, so we have the actual empty spot on the side here, and we will try to figure out something to put there to make it look nice. Yeah, I didn't even notice it actually has a pretzel logo at the top of it too. So here's a close to minifigures that come with the set. It actually comes, I haven't seen this one ever before, a little baby Lego figure that sits perfectly in this little stroller. Here's an aforementioned ballerina one that's for its studio. Yep, comes with the baker, comes with a dentist, and I have never seen the minifigure with a beret and that mustache. That mustache actually, just like a cape, it fits underneath the neck and fits perfectly to, again, suit the mustache. So my final thoughts on this building, I've been spoiled. That's all I can easily say. This is the first, I guess, older kit that I built, and the most annoying part is, I guess I'll show you, is that there are about like 8 of these bags just labeled number 1s through 6. And when you just dump it out, everything up front, it's such a pain just finding every single individual piece. Yes, it's a little bit sorted out. I eventually developed some kind of system for it to keep everything in a nice little neat pile, but just bringing it all together was not the easiest thing in the world. I spent probably more time sorting and trying to find specific pieces, especially these little mini tile pieces. Like sorting out all the different blues, greens, everything, you name it, was not the best thing in the world. Like, again, I kind of lost my mind a little bit. But all in all, it looks really nice, but it looks basic. Again, spoiled by all the fancier buildings I've built so far. Again, like case in point, Sanctum Sanctorum and even the town hall. There's so many more bells and whistles on it. But again, this is an older kit, so I can't really argue the fact, and I am new to this, so spoiled. So yeah, I can't wait to put this into our city, and I gotta figure out something to put in this general area here because it's only a half a Mills plate, and I don't think any real building will fit in here. But again, leave your comments, so hopefully you'll at least let me know something that will fit the whole aesthetic of this and hopefully fit perfectly in this little area here. Well, that's it for me. I'm Sulk. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you like this kind of content and hit that bell notification. Until then, have fun building, y'all. See ya.